Hi, good afternoon. My name's Janet Vasquez, and I'm going to be telling you guys today about the object that I chose for my analogy. But before I do get into it, I do want to say that I think it was kind of hard to choose an object to compare myself to, because I think we can all agree that it's way easier to compare ourselves to other people just because we are literally built the same. Like, it's just easier to be like, oh, like, she has this, I don't have that, because we're human, and it's just way easier to compare yourself to another person. But it's a little bit harder to compare yourself to an object because they don't really contain the same things we do. So you never really stop and think, oh, like, this object has this and it could resonate to me. We don't really think like that. So it was a little bit harder to do. I was just like thinking about it. I was like, if anybody were to ever ask me like, oh, what do you like compare yourself to, like, an object, like, what do you think is like similar between like you and an object, I would not know what to say, because you would never just stop and think of, oh, like, this shoe is the same because of this. We don't really stop and think like that. But if they were to be like, oh, like, compare yourself to this person, it's like, oh, like, we can create a whole list. And I just think it's kind of like crazy to think about. So this project, I suppose, was pretty interesting to do and a little bit hard because an object is not the same as me as a person. But I did it, and yes, so I'm going to now tell you guys about the object that I chose. So I ended up choosing a glass cup, and I chose a glass cup because a glass cup is transparent, it is delicate, and it can be dangerous at times. And I think in a way those qualities resonate to how I am as a person, and I'm going to tell you guys why. So just like a glass cup, it's transparent, and I believe I'm a very transparent person. Even when I don't try to be, I am just transparent. I think that's just how I am. That's how I am as a person. I cannot hide anything. Even if I don't try to like show my emotions, even if I don't try to show that I'm bothered or upset about something or anything, like any emotion, it will show, whether it be through my facial expressions or I'm just going to straight up say it even if I don't mean to. I'm not very good at confronting people, but my face just is very different. It will show everything, even when I try super hard to just let it go, just not be like that way, if you guys get what I mean. But definitely my face will show what I'm feeling, and all of my friends know this, my whole family knows this. If I don't like something, you will see it in my face, even if I don't say anything about it, and they just know. And that's why I compare myself to a glass cup. Like, in a glass cup, you can see everything that is in a glass cup. You can see if it's water, you can see if it's soda, you can see if it's orange juice, if it's milk, if it has ice, if it doesn't. It's transparent. There's no way of hiding what's inside the cup. And that's just how I am as a person. There is no hiding what I'm feeling. There's just no way of you not knowing what I feel, because I'm just that transparent, just like a glass cup. Everything will just flow out of me just like a cup. And the second thing is, I think I'm delicate like a glass cup. You have to treat a glass cup with delicacy to an extent, because it's glass. If you don't treat it very nicely, it can shatter, it can chip, it can break. And I believe I'm that same way when it comes to being treated nicely and being treated equally. I am a sensitive person, just like a glass cup is. I believe in a way it's a sensitive object. You have to treat it with respect. In a way, you have to treat it in a good way so it won't break, it won't shatter. And I think that's how I am as a person. You have to treat me nicely. You can't be mean to me. It's not that you can't be mean to me, but You know, if you're too mean to me, if you're too rude, I will shatter and break. Just like my emotions, they will hurt because I am just a very sensitive person and I need to be treated with kindness and just be treated nicely. So that's why I think I resonate to that part of the cup, being treated delicately, because I want my emotions and my feelings to be treated delicately, and I just want to be treated delicately as a person. And I think everybody should be treated delicately as a person, you know, just treat people with kindness, you know. And then the last one is, I think I am dangerous, just like a glass cup, because in a way, again, it's a glass cup, it's glass. So if you don't treat a glass cup, you know, delicately, if you don't treat it nicely, it will break. You know, you let it fall, it's gonna break. You can't treat a glass cup like you can treat a plastic cup. You know, a plastic cup, if you like, you know, shove it a little bit, you like throw it a little bit harder, nothing will happen to it. But with a glass cup, it can chip, it can break. And I think that's how I am as a person as well. I think I just want to be treated nicely. And if I'm not, I guess, in a way, like if people are harsh to me, like if people are mean, I shatter in like my emotions. You know, I get sad, my heart breaks, I guess I can compare it to like your heart breaking and a glass shattering. It's the same thing, you know. And then it's dangerous to like pick up a glass, because when it shatters, you know, you can cut yourself, so you have to be very careful with that. And I think that's how it is, like, you know, once like I am treated with disrespect, or someone's like mean to me, or they do something that's really not nice, you know, something I wouldn't ever do to them, that's when I kind of just, I'm like, okay, like, and I'm just no longer the nice person that I was before. It's not that I'm mean to them, but I'm just like, okay, cool, and I just kind of stop associating myself with people in a way, if that makes sense. I just think, you know, you can see overall, you can see when a cup is overflowing. You can see when like the water is overflowing, it's just overflowing with water or any substance that it has. And I think that's the main thing that resonated with me with the glass cup. It's, you know, when you see the overflowing, I believe I'm the same way. You can see my emotions overflowing. It doesn't matter if I'm angry, sad, happy, you just see it. I feel everything too much and it just overflows, and there's no way of me like just like feeling a little bit of it. It's either I feel none of it or I feel all of it. And I think that's the main thing that I resonated with this object. So thank you for listening to my analogy, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you.